Reaction continues to pour into the news of Kamala Harris's departure from the presidential campaign. She is the highest profile candidate yet to drop out. This afternoon, I spoke with Tim Perry, the CBS reporter embedded with the Harris campaign. There were signs that the senator was going to press on with her campaign. I guess she spent Thanksgiving in Iowa. Yesterday, we reported that Governor Newsom was going to be in Iowa this month to campaign for her. What happened in the last 48 hours?
Last night she met with her family members and she decided that she just could not go on financially. It just would not work out, especially with so many other candidates raising such large amounts of money, and then the addition of former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who's a billionaire, who's spending so much of his own personal wealth to compete in states like California and some of the other Super Tuesday states.
So how much of this decision do you think came down to the fundraising and the money? How much came down to polling numbers? Or is it both?
Well, you know, in the recent weeks, we haven't been getting a lot of good press coming out of her campaign. And you're right, the polling numbers just were not adding up. She had gone all in Iowa, but we weren't really seeing any of the results. And so I think that the polling definitely played a big part, but you know, you have to remember she raised $11.5 million last quarter, but her burn rate, which means the amount of money that her campaign was spending, was 122%. That meant she was spending 22% more than what she was actually making, and that just wasn't sustainable.
Even though, I think you mentioned this earlier, she qualified for the December 19th debate, but the deadline to get off the ballot here in California is coming up in a few weeks. Doesn't the decision, the timing to drop out now kind of save face, so to speak, saves her embarrassment from losing maybe in her home state?
You know, she's up for a re-election bid in 2022 for the Senate, and not performing well here could be seen as a major embarrassment for her prospects in the future.
All right, Tim Perry, thanks so much. I always appreciate it. Great to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having me.